The Omega Speed is built for power and enhanced feeling, but just how hard can you hit the ball, and how much feedback does it give? We cover all that and have something unique to share with you, so stick around to the end.
Hi, I'm Alex, a writer of pingpongroller.com. We help put together in-depth reviews to help you get great equipment so that you can become a better table tennis player. Today, we're going to take a look at the Joola Omega Speed bat. Megaspin.net was kind enough to send us over this racket to review, and they sell all kinds of table tennis equipment with a best price guarantee, so we highly recommend you check them out. We'll be unboxing and giving our honest thoughts on the Joola Omega Speed bat and talk about its power and enhanced feeling while checking if it's too difficult to control. We're also going to answer the question of whether it's just for intermediate players or whether beginners should consider it too. Watch along or read our full review on pingpongroller.com, link in description below. Okay, so my first impressions of the bat. I really like the look of the handle. We've got a red and black colour scheme going on. We've got so it's red at the end there, and then we've got a few red strips going through the black handle. Really nice. As for the packaging, we've got a plastic cover covering the entire bat face, and then we've got some sort of cellophane covering the actual whole bat itself, so the rubbers and the blade. Yeah, let's get this thing open. There we are, and it's out. Okay, yep, so we've got some sort of vacuum sealed cellophane around the whole thing, like I thought. An interesting thing about the particular bat they've sent me is it's actually got two black rubbers, which I believe would mean you can't actually use it for official tournaments, but I think they also sell this one with black and red, so no worries there. Let's see if we can get this open. Great. And we are in. We've got it open. Okay. All right. Okay, so we've got the cellophane off now. We've got the plastic cover off too. And then we've also got an additional layer of protection on the rubbers, like you get quite often. So we've got a plastic sheet on either side that I'll just peel off now. This is always the most satisfying part. Very nice. And the other side. Great. Okay, yeah, that looks really nice. Really nice. So you've got divides and rubbers here. They are ITTF approved. We've got edge tape around the blade there. It's a thinner edge tape, so the actual the sponge there is exposed. The orange sponge looks really nice. Yeah, really intrigued to give this a go. The weight distribution feels good. It feels grippier than I expected. I reckon I'm going to be able to get some good spin with this.
Before trying out the Omega Speed, I decided to weigh the bat. It came in at around 179 grams, so a little on the light side. Time for some play testing. I began with some straightforward counter drives, as is standard when trying to get the feel for a new bat. I felt very comfortable in this area, as I had a lot of control. As the bat is named the Omega Speed, it's easy to expect a lot of pace, but you have to remember this is a fairly basic bat. It has high speed in relation to bats of a similar skill level. It's not very fast when compared to custom bats. It also plays in a very linear way, so you can effectively make it as fast as you want it. This means it has both good control and speed. The paddle also generated an okay amount of spin when driving. Nothing exceptional, but as you can see, driving was simple. I felt like the feeling was pretty good, but I've certainly played with paddles with a lot more feeling. I also decided to test out its looping ability. Loops required a good amount of power to execute, but they felt very comfortable. In hindsight, I think I may have fared better if I contacted the ball with a more open angle. The ball wasn't gripping to the bat as much as I would like, which made my loops a little slower than usual. They also had a decent amount of spin, but nothing too heavy. I wasn't winning any points from exceptionally spinny loops, which I often do as it's one of my strongest areas. If you're liking the video so far, please click the like button to support the channel and help us keep making in-depth reviews. For the defending side of play, blocking was very easy. I had no trouble blocking against fast shots and spinny loops. However, I did have a tendency to put the ball in the net for slower strokes, as I couldn't rely on the pace of the shot to be sufficient to make a return. This error stems from me being used to a faster bat, but as a developing player, you may also find that you put slower balls into the net if you don't give your passive shots a little force. On to serving and pushing. My serves and pushes frequently bounce high over the net, which would have been disastrous in a match situation. This was mainly because the Omega Speed has lower spin and speed than I am used to. With the Omega Speed, your pushes aren't loaded with much backspin, and I also found it quite easy to instigate topspin rallies with flick openers, something you should seek to do to play to the bat's strengths. I was able to win multiple points for effective serving and third ball attack. I have to say I was quite surprised to win as many points as I did here. Many of my slow loop openers were loaded with spin, and high balls were easy to loop kill. Before we get to its best feature, if you're liking the video, please click the like button to help us get more products to review, and stick around to the end for something you won't want to miss. Finally, we come on to smashing. The speed, as you would expect, feels pretty great here. You can really unload with some powerful smashes. It's definitely one of the bat's strongest areas. If you're able to get the ball in with maximum power, you'll be winning points with ease. Personally, I found that most of my errors were from putting balls into the net more so than off of the end of the table, where the vast majority were going in without any trouble. A great bat for smashing. If you're liking this paddle, the link is in the description below, but honestly, we think it's worth checking out the Omega Strata and Infinity Balance before finalising your decision on the Omega Speed. We reviewed both as part of our 5 mid-range Joola paddles video, where we pitted each bat head to head, and the Omega Speed fared very well. You can click that link on screen. Since this paddle can last you for years and significantly improve your game, it could be worth a few more minutes to discover all of the options at this affordable price point. That wraps up our Joola Omega Speed review. We hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more content.